Hey guys, Kev here, and I'm going to do a disassembly / give my first impressions on the Fox Knives Premium Mini Baby Core. So this is a Vox design, and obviously it's made by Fox Knives out of Maniago, Italy. You'll see this is premium because it's an M390 and micarta as opposed to FRN and N690 like the original baby cores were. I'm kind of hoping they do a larger version of it because they do have the core, which I guess now that I think about it is basically just a f5.5. Well, blade shape's a little different, I guess. But anyway, it's just very comparable there in a lot of ways, right? Look at that. It's just a lot smaller. This thing is tiny, guys. Let me quickly compare for you. This is a bug out. So you can see how much smaller it is than a bug out. This here is a Spyderco Chaparral. I mean, it's smaller than that, guys. What else do I have that's tiny? Finch Runtley. There you go. It's a Finch Runtley size knife, okay? Hopefully that helps some of you guys out there. Maybe the Banter's a little bigger. So, yeah. This does have thumb studs. Sorry, I was looking at the banner. This does have a flipper tab. It's very minimal, you can see here. There's no jimping on it or anything, but it is pretty intuitive. It just kind of, flies out when you do it. It also has the hole for deployment, and that works very well. The detent on this specific one is done very well. I had one of these in the FRN version, black FRN with like blue accents, N690, and that detent was so stiff I could not middle finger flick it easily at all. Thumb flicking it was like impossible. This one, you can thumb flick, but obviously the cutout there right here is for righty, so it makes it easier for a lefty to reverse flick and a righty to thumb flick. So that's kind of how it's set up. I sort of think it's backwards, like most people reverse flick these days, so you might want to put the cutout over here or on both sides, right? Anyway, it's pretty cool. It's just really tiny. It has this mini choil, like, it's kind of dangerous sticking your finger in there. I kind of put my finger in like sideways, like this, and then I kind of just grip around the bottom of that flipper tab, and I'd hold it like that, right? But it's comfortable. Even people complain about the choil on the f5.5, and this choil is substantially smaller. I mean, you can see there that this choil goes out to here. Well, I guess it's not that much smaller, but it feels hella smaller. Let me just grip it real quick. Maybe it's the way Riot did it, or because you don't have that flipper tab in the way, you can kind of use this whole area here, right? Whereas with this flipper tab, you're stuck in that spot, and it just feels like you're right up on that blade, and it's sharp. So, yeah. And then you can hold it back here, but I have a ton sticking off at that point. It almost becomes like a 2-finger knife, 3-finger knife, basically, I guess. There's also no jimping on the spine, which is interesting for a Vox design, at least lately. And, yeah, this is canvas micarta. It's not bad. It's done pretty well. Do I prefer what Riot did? I kind of like the color of the natural better from Riot on their Vox f5.5, but I don't know. This feels good. Has a little more traction. It's probably better micarta overall. So, and this has a reversible clip, guys, which is awesome. I think I reversed it in the unboxing because the one I had before, this pin was like super glued in there or something. I could not get it out for the life of me. Even taking it apart, like, oh, it was crazy. But this one came out pretty easy. does have this kind of anodized aluminum backspacer. I'm going to assume that's aluminum and not brass because, I don't know, I don't feel like a lot of ass weight, whereas I feel like I would. But I don't know. We'll probably find out. So let's take her apart. Get my handy-dandy tools. So I do not have my Brian Brown Vulcan driver. I have my Zerk driver here from Scout Leather Co. The Brian Brown one had an issue. I think I mentioned this already, but the bits would not go in and out very smoothly. They would occasionally get caught where I had to like use a pliers to get them out. And I contacted him and he's like, oh yeah, that's an easy fix. I just need to get in there and maybe, you know, basically remove a tiny bit of material. He said it would take like 30 seconds, but obviously he has to do it because it's zirconium. So I was going to send it off to him, but then I noticed on his Instagram, he actually changed the design. So the Vulcan driver basically looks like this. I think it's a slightly bigger. And then it has these same kind of knurling pattern without this very aggressive kind right here. So it just has this kind all the way down. And you cannot get tons of torque on it. And originally I thought that was good because you couldn't over tighten. But it's kind of where you can't even get things fully tight because you don't have enough grip. And he changed the design to basically, I think, make this area bigger, like fatter, and then it has fullers in it. So you can really get in there. And anyway, so I told him, hey man, could you make me one of those and I'll buy that too. And you could send it back with the other one. And he was like, hey man, I'll just replace it. Like I'll just send you the other one with the fuller because you want the extra grip. And I just thought that was really nice of him. You know, I offered to pay for it, but obviously he's going to keep the other one. So, yeah. So I should be getting a cool, different driver. And for now, I'll be having to use this poor-ass WeHub bit. That did not want to spin. That did not want to spin. Okay. Here we go. Let me use the more powerful one. That's why you need these, you know. Yeah, look at that. Just cranked right out, no problem, and here she comes. So you still got to keep some wee-highs around, even if you're too cool for school like me. I'll get that started with that one, and then I can use this one to really, you know, get it out quick. That's why I love these drivers, because you can spin them so fast and get things out of there, you know. Guys, the tray is almost done. I saw a picture of it today. Is this coming loose already? I'm going to have to take that out. I saw a picture of it today, and oh my God, it's looking really good. The logo looks sick. I got a coaster in it. Guys, I'm so excited for this thing. I cannot wait. All right, so where are we at here? See how it has this pin here? So all of these are like pins, basically. See if I can wiggle anything apart. Yeah, look at that. So I think I need to push this out. And last time I was able to just kind of, there we go, use a bit and shove. You want to be careful doing that, obviously. All right, the pivot is in there, so let's go this way. Look at that, guys. It looks like it's going to be hard to get off, but we'll see. Usually if I crank on things enough, they come loose. Man, see that pivot is like almost press fit. No, it's not. There's no way they would do that. There it is. Just take some shaking. So you'll see these bearings are, I don't know what size they are. They look like 5 millimeters, but they're not using ceramic bearings, guys. Fox Knives cheaped out on us. Look at that. They're using steel bearings. Let me confirm that. Yeah, these are steel bearings. Suckers, you know what I'm doing. And I'm just joking. I don't think it makes that big of a difference. That's 2 knives today that have a similar construction. The Easy C was kind of like this too. Interesting. So this here backspacer, I'm going to go ahead and, I think it might be brass, guys, because it does have some weight to it. I think aluminum would weigh like nothing. So I think that is a brass backspacer, which makes sense. That's kind of a Voxnez thing to do, is to take a backspacer like that with this combo, like natural micarta and brass, and then he does like titanium and brass, and then he'll do like a carbon fiber handle scale with a titanium backspacer. Switch it up a little bit. I really like how he does that. So I don't see anything really dirty here, guys. So I'm just gonna get some KPL out, and I'm gonna throw this EDCI on real quick while we have it apart. I don't care if this is M390. I'm gonna do this off camera just to spray it. I don't care if it's M390, guys. I recently had M390 from Riot come back to me after being loaned out, and it was basically rusting. Like, it wasn't bad or anything. I don't think it left any after effects or whatever, but like, it had rust on it, and I had to remove it. So that sucks, you know, for it being M390. Like, it's supposed to be very corrosion resistant. Let me zoom out so you can see what I'm doing more. Apologize anytime I take something off camera there and don't realize. It's just hard sometimes to keep everything in place and whatever. So yeah, this thing's really clean, which makes perfect sense. Pivot is D-shaped, which is nice. It does come out right there. You can see that. I don't need it to, though. Kind of figure, yeah, the D is shaping up. I always wonder why companies do everything differently. Like, the D shape is up on this one. On a different knife, it's, you know, down. And then, you know, it's like, why people, why? All right, we have some KPL here. I'll zoom back in for you. Don't start with me, camera. Oh, great. I did the thing where I touched on the screen. You know what that means? I don't know what it means, but it's annoying. That's what I know. All right, one dot. Get some bearings here. They look like the 5s. So I have 2 sets here from Skiff. And I do have Gillian's, guys. I used this set already? God, I can't even remember what I put these in now. I put them in everything, guys. It's crazy. What did I put those in? I put it in here? No, I think I put Skiffs in here, right? I don't know. It feels good, whatever's in here. Sorry, I'm a little confused. I know I did the disassembly on this earlier, but I couldn't fit them in there, so I didn't. I wonder what I put them in. I'm sure I can figure it out someday. Anyway, I am going to put the Skiffs in, I think, just because. No, why am I being an a-hole? Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm all over the place. Alright, I just want to make sure they fit, obviously. I just love these salt and peppers. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunningly gorgeous she is, my son. Don't know why I talk like that sometimes, but I do it anyway. Sorry, guys. I just got way off track, didn't I? Started talking about all types of shit there for a second. Who is this maniac? All right. Let's get this here John piece on here. You'd be surprised, guys. It's kind of hard to think about shit to say. Oh, I saw that. Almost got me. It's kind of hard to think about shit to talk about the whole time you're disassembling a knife. I could talk about the knife, but I mean, you guys would get bored of that, right? If I actually talked about the knife the whole time. Let me zoom out again. Yeah, I screwed up. Somebody tell me how iPhone works. When you touch the screen, it like starts to focus on that area, right? But how do you turn that off? I tried double tapping. That's usually my go-to move for things. I'm just going to pause and then start again. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just trying to have it not be messed up the whole time. What's going on here? I'm guessing it's the pivot being a little off. Oh no, it's that stop pin. Trying to get all bendy on me. Look at that. See that? Alright, guys. Calm down here. I hate this. I hate pins. Like, why do you need pins? It's goddamn 2021. Make a knife that just goes apart and goes back together. How come Riot can do it? Huh? How come Riot or even we does the pin thing sometimes. Like, how come Riot can just knock it out right there? Got you in, you sucker. I don't know. I'm complaining like a little bitch, but by golly, I will if I want to, people. Alright, are you in there now, or what? What's this pin? Oh, shit. What you doing there, boss? Alright. Did I forget something? Like a blade? Holy shit, guys. Somebody is an idiot. And now I got this. Okay, cool. Alright. Hey, you might want to put the blade on, dude. I forgot about the blade because I was letting it sit over there with the EDC high on it. Never even cleaned it. Guys, seriously. Please, if you're watching this, please tell me why you've continued. Why have you continued to watch this bullshit? This idiot. This idiot. I'll say it for you. You don't need to leave me a comment. I know. Unless it's funny, then it's okay. I'm okay with funny comments. Can't handle the mean comments, though, guys. Oh, my God. Somebody says something mean about me. I don't know what I'm going to do. Look at that detent ball hole, guys. Look, is that a detent ball ramp? What? Fox knives? Fox knives with a detent ball ramp, guys. Look at that right there. That thing. Wow, that's awesome. Proud of you guys. That hole is weird, though, for the detent ball. But maybe that helps with the detent being so snappy. All right, let's try this again. Is that supposed to go through the... No. Because if it went through the blade, it would just be stuck, right? Genius. You friggin' genius. All right, let's try it this way. Put it in there. There, you want to go in that way? Okay, cool. You mother of... Okay, so that means it'll go through this way. So I don't even need to put this on yet, really. Like, that pin will go through that metal scale, so why worry about it right now? That make sense? Yeah, like that. Went right in. Looks like things are pretty lined up here, folks. Until I put it together and then all hell breaks loose. You know how that goes. Alright, so this needs to get flush. Is there a spot for it? Seems kind of weird that that pin is sticking out so high. Right? Doesn't that seem weird? That pin right there. I feel like it should be lower. There we go. Oh, no. Now it's just not in anything. See, I hate fucking knives like this. It's so annoying. I have an idea, though. Oh, wait. Oh, look at that. Shit just started working all of a sudden. Alright, I think I got it. I was gonna say I could push this thing through so it gets that stuff in the back kind of centered up and not... But I think I got it now. This thing needs to go through. It also is D-shaped, which sucks. There we go. Oh, great. I gotta get that there. All right, I got it going. Got it. Got it. All right. That's in. Thank you. Put this in. And then, and then the freaking bearings won't work because that always happens these days for some freaking reason. They want to use their freaking steel cage bearing. You did all this stuff. You put a detemp ball ramp in here and then used freaking steel bearings. Like, it's kind of weird, right? Okay. Get that out of the way. Shut it. All right. Centering. Centering is good. Dead nuts currently. Flips. Yes. Play. No. Droppy Actionson. Oh. Better than before, guys. Ooh, yeah. That's them Gillians, yo. That's $20 worth of salt and pepper in here. Just made this $150 knife. All right, hang on. Let me tighten with this guy. Careful. Put the clip on. Yeah, I mean, the problem with putting nice bearings in a knife like this is a lot of times a knife like this ends up being something I sell quickly just because I'm so bougie these days. I get things in because I really want to review them, so I buy them or whatever, or I want to check them out. Like, I honestly like the, whatever. I like the one I had enough to get a fancy one, but I don't know. I just worry taking it apart to get those out later suck. That's when people start building that into the price of the knife. Like, you sell the knife and you're like, oh, well, there's $20 worth of bearings in there. Like, I am not that guy. So you're just going to get these cool bearings and I'm going to buy more probably. There's a little bit of play, it feels like. So let me... Yeah. There was play when I got it and it, like, did not want to go away. Which sucks. I'm going to shut it because I'm not an idiot. Don't reply to that. I hate spinning pivots. Yeah, I mean, it's the slightest bit of something, but it could be play in almost anything and not related to the actual blade. Because I'm freaking wrenching it. If I do it like a normal person and do this, don't really feel anything. Maybe a little bit. Of course, I was fucking wrenching it again. Oh, wait. That tightened a little bit there. Yeah, that tightened. Yep. And with a knife like this, guys, you're not going to get drop shut action. Like, yeah, if I loosened it enough, I'm sure I could get that to happen. But we'll see as these bearings break in. I have them in a few knives now, and it's kind of cool to feel it out and see as they break in or if they break in. Because, people always say that it's a thing, but I don't know if it truly is. I really cannot figure out which knife I put those bearings in. I got them today. Like, I got these today. And the only knife that I took apart was that MBK. And yeah, I can see right here, those bearings are not in here. Because I distinctly remember them being different. And I remember it not working. So I must have put them in... Oh, I remember now, you idiot. I put them in here. I put them in this F5.5 because I wanted to test them out. Look at that, huh? That's Gillian bearings, baby. They're just cool. Just really like them. Again, not going to make your knife drop shut or anything, but it's so smooth. You don't hear anything. Just awesome. So anyway, I'm testing them out in there. And this carbon fiber one has skiffs, but this action, since it came from the factory, has been just twice as good as all the other ones I've had. It just is so buttery on the drop. But yeah, that has skiffs. So anyway, I remember now where they are. So I'm down to 2 sets of the skiff 5mm, 1 set of the Gillians, and then I think I have 2 sets of the Gillians in the 1/4 inch and some other skiffs, but the 5mm tend to be the ones that fit things. And I do have, what do I have coming? I have a Synapse Gen 2 Vero coming. I definitely need a set for that. And then I have an Impulse Mini coming. I have my own coming back from Joseph. And then I have another one I bought off of Jake. And I think he put skiffs in that already, though. So he's too lazy to take them out. So those will be in there. Yeah, I think that's it in terms of what I would need bearings for. Well, then I have a Medford coming, which they have bearings in already, and I don't think you can take them apart, which is going to be a fun conversation. I have a Ska 2 on the way. It just shipped today. I've pre-ordered a bunch of stuff the last couple of days, guys. I pre-ordered that new knife from EMP EDC, the Nimble I was talking about on the live stream and in a video. I pre-ordered a Midgard's Messer Mini Viking. Dude, just Google that. I don't know if you remember, but I had one. Kyle sent me, and it was just a joke how freaking big it was. It looked like a grenade. Well, they made a mini, and it's like 3.3 or 3.4 inch blade. I'm pretty excited for it, and it's a German company. I was born in Germany. I'm from there, so like to support my brethren when I can. And just a cool knife. I also pre-ordered a Arcane Design crawler, which looks freaking sick. Just reminds me of Pitch Black and Chronicles of Riddick. I can't wait to talk about that because I talked to the designer about it, and he'd never even seen the movies. I also want to note on this knife, since that's what this video is about. When I first got it, and I was glad that I just took it apart and it went away, there was like a rattle. When I would flick and close, there was some kind of rattle going on, like something was loose or not in place, or it could have been the bearings being just not perfect. And now that I have the Gillians in there, they're a lot better maybe. But it's all gone now. So really cool knife, guys. It's just a little guy. That's really my biggest hesitation with it. But I am digging it. Really cool. And yeah, so I really appreciate you guys sticking around and watching this. Is that centering? Oh, uh-oh. Had me distracted. I wasn't freaking out about centering. Look at that. Is that dead nuts? I don't think so, guys. Ah, yes, it is. Dead on nuts. Cool. All right. Absolutely love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.